Hello again. Sarah Jane Critchley, author of A Different Joy, The Parent's Guide to Living Better with Autism, Dyslexia, ADHD and more. Right, what I want to talk to you about now is to explain a little bit about the Different Joy Planner and why I wrote it. One of the things I discovered is that it is really important to start each day off really positively and to be able to have a different way of looking at the experiences you have, because nothing in life is ever going to be entirely straightforward, and we all have challenges from time to time, but it's really useful to recognise when things are going really well and to find better ways of dealing with things that didn't go as well. So you'll notice at the front, I don't know why that's reversed for you. I'm sure somebody will tell me kindly why that is and I'll be able to unpick it in a later film. However, meanwhile, it's got my daughter's fantastic illustrations in. Well, the same illustration on every page actually, but it's beautiful. And it's a 90-day plan. It's a journal that you fill in yourself to enable you to record and learn from your own experience, because I actually believe we all hold the answers to a lot of our problems. So a lot of what I do in here is to enable you to capture the things that are working really well, what you're struggling with, and to find better ways of doing them. One of the most important things is self-care. What do you do that makes you feel better? If you're having a really rough time, you are going to need time and activities that make you feel better so that you are able to cope. Because when it is really, really difficult, those can make the difference between being able to cope and feel that you're able to deal with what you're facing and actually really, really struggling. I've been very close to the edge myself from time to time. This makes a difference. So on this bit, you write a list of all the things that you love, whether it's just as simple as having a bath, a nice hot bath with low lights, or whether it's a particular type of food that you really love, a really nice cup of coffee, or a walk outside in the sunshine. Mind you, we are in England, so it may be sunshine, it may be snow, it may be a walk in the rain. Rain can be beautiful. Still, whatever spins your wheels. Maybe sitting down with a nice book. It may be just cuddling your children. It may be picking up the cat, assuming you're not allergic. Whatever. So, first section, self-care. Then, the next bit is things to try. So, any good ideas that you've had, things that you think might be worth a go, write them down there. And then, when you have the time or the money, you can just give them a whirl. The next bit is people who can help. So, if you have any ideas of people that you know or might have come across who you think can actually help unstick you and move you from where you are now to where you want to be, make a note of them there. And if in doubt, ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help. People can only say no. More often they'll say yes. There's a section here on recording your strengths. Lots of us, and oh boy, I really, really suffer from this, forget what it is we're actually good at and don't record it. And it's very easy to bounce from one thing that you struggle with to another thing, to another thing, to another thing, because we're all very busy. When you do something right, make a note of it. It'll give you something to look back on when you're having a really rough day. And then for each day, there's a space here for you to put the date in. This is day 1. And then the first section is what your most important goals for today are. Then the people that you need to contact, because most of us actually need to have contact with an individual, real person. If you're on the spectrum and you don't want to talk to people, it's absolutely fine that you don't. But most people, most neurotypical people, will certainly want to be in touch with others, or they tend to go into a bit of a spiral. What will I do today to bring me joy this morning and this afternoon? You're not rationed, you can do far more than that, but if you're not doing at least one thing in each half of the day, you're not taking care of yourself properly. And that might be something very, very small. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It could be a nice cup of tea. It could be sitting down with a book. It could be going for a run. It could be anything. Not a runner myself, but I know people who are. What went well today? So these are your big or little wins, things that went well. Please make a note of them. It's very easy to forget. What would I do differently? So, okay, you stuffed up, you did something wrong. What did you learn from it? We all make mistakes, we're all imperfect. But what did you learn? Make a note of what you do differently there. And then finally, today I'm grateful for. It's been shown time and time again in psychological studies that when you notice things that are really lovely and that you're grateful for, you experience more of them. Your brain notices them and you see more of them. That can help to put you in a much more positive spiral rather than a negative spiral. So you get 30 days of that. And one of the things that I'm aware of is that we need to review and decide what progress we've made. So then you've got, what have you learned so far? I can't believe that's backwards, that's really weird. So you get a chance to flip through your 30 days so far and then record the learning that you've had. That'll help you to review your experience, to review your learning and to embed it better. Reviewing is a very important part of learning. You do the same thing again until you get to day 60, and at the end of day 60 I'm going to ask you to record your achievements. What did you do really well? Come on, you're brilliant. You'll have thought of something. Write it down. You can write those down as you go through. And then at the end of 90 days, I'm getting through. At 90 days, I want you to do a bit of big picture stuff. So, your dreams, what do you want to achieve? Because if you don't plan to achieve the things that you want, you're not going to be able to do them. So, what are your dreams? Write them down. And ideally, it'd be something that you think you're going to be able to do in the next 3 to 5 years. If you don't start planning it, you won't be able to do it. And final thoughts. Anything else that you want? Now, I wrote this because it was what I felt I needed. And I also coincidentally discovered when I looked through it again that actually it was all the things that were identified as being needed in my daughter's education, health and care plan to help her to cope with anxiety and to be able to live in a more positive context. So go and have a look. Go to www.differentjoy.com and find out more. I hope that's helped. As ever, please let me know what you think. By all means, send me an email. I'd love to speak to you. I'll be recording some more videos later on in the week, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Take care. Bye.